Before we get started with the podcast, we want to give a quick shout out to Quench. Whether you're in the gym, at the rink, on the field, or just trying to get through a long day, Quench is the perfect drink to keep you hydrated without the extra junk.
Check out quenchhydration.ca and be sure to use our code 24pod for 15% off at checkout. That's 24pod for 15% off at checkout. Stay hydrated with Quench. All right, we're back.
We're back.
If you noticed anything new, we got a sponsor on the podcast. Bush Apple. I actually want to dedicate it. I've never tried Bush Apple.
No, he
I
hasn't.
was like literally forcing myself to not do this, but I wanted to do it.
I kind of want to make you wait and tell the story of how I got it, just to make you wait longer.
No, I'm trying it right now. Oh, that's apple juice.
It's apple juice. Goodness. It's like 80% apple juice, 20% beer. So the story and how I got this stuff. Last Tuesday, at like just after, or no, it might have been Wednesday. It was Wednesday. It was Wednesday.
Either way.
Judah sends a text to our group chat with our buddies, and it's like, Bush Apple's coming to Canada for the summer. I'm like, what? No way. Like, how do you know? And our one buddy we played baseball with, Seb, I got some. So I texted. What did I do? I got resourceful. I texted Seb, and I was like, okay, which beer store did you get it? He told me the one. And at this point, it was like 20 after 8.
Yep.
So some beer stores close at 8, some close at 9. So I called that beer store and one other were open till 9. Called that beer store 3 times, it didn't answer. Called the other one. I said, hey, do you guys have Bush Apple? And she's like, yeah, we had 2 cases. I'm like, so hypothetically, if I could be there in 15 minutes, can you hold it for me? She goes, yep, no problem. See you then. Bye. Wow. And I walk in and they great service on the counter right inside the window. I could see it clear as day. I'm like, oh, buddy. Yeah. Came home, drank one right away, of course.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't warm, but it wasn't cold, super cold. And it still tasted amazing.
It's like apple cider. It's good warm.
Yeah, it's better warm apple cider.
I would say so.
Yeah, that's the story on how I got it. And I've been trying to savor it as much as I can, as much as I want to drink it. I'm trying to have like one at a time because it's going to be so hard to get.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and then apparently we'll get into sports very soon. I promise.
Shout out Seb.
Shout out Seb, 100%.
I saw his beer buddy.
Yeah.
He also would snap me. Well, I saw his beer buddy first, and then I went to go text him on Snap just to realize he'd snap me also the same thing, a photo of it. But shout out him. I think he actually listens to this. Maybe sometimes.
But
if he does,
shout out to Seb if he does. Yeah. And then before we get into sports, if you want more info on Bush Apple, it is coming more consistently starting on a certain day.
No, we're gatekeeping
on a certain
this.
day. We're gatekeeping it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, they actually weren't supposed to start selling it until this day.
Yeah.
But there was miscommunication, and they were sold out by the time they got the email from the higher ups. I know that's because friend through a friend, and that guy's friend works at a beer store, and we played Broken Telephone, and that's how I got the information.
Dude, this is the best beer I've ever had.
Dude, it's so dangerous. It's so good.
like
I'm not usually a big fan of flavored beers, like the Sleeman Pineapple and Sleeman Lime. Like they're okay, but they're not great. This is like
I don't mind Bud Light Lime.
I actually haven't had it.
Another one I've had, I like the Bud Light strawberry. What is it? Raspberry lime.
Okay,
that one's also kind of good too.
Yeah, so I've only had like I've only had the Sleeman ones.
Yeah, those are the best flavored beer I've ever had.
The Sleeman ones are meh. Like those were ones I had to like gulp down in the change room after in our first Creeks year.
Okay,
I had to like gulp them down because that's what the guys had in the change room. Yeah,
I feel like I don't remember that.
It might have honestly been my 18U year. I don't remember.
I was gonna say I feel like we definitely did. I feel like we only had Coors Light my first.
Oh no, it was our first year with Creeks because Ellis brought them because he had a contact.
Did he really?
Yeah. But anyways.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that. I just don't remember that flavor then.
Yeah, but anyways,
that's a great beer.
It's a great beer. Sponsor us,
please.
Getting into some sports stuff. It's been a long week for the Jays. A lot of ups and downs, and
trending up though.
It's trending up. I mean, when you look at it, they won 9-7 in extras, lost 2-1, lost 2-1, lost like 6-3, 6-2, and then won a blowout. So it's like when they're losing, it is frustrating because it is the biggest issue. It's the offense.
Yeah.
But then the offense pulls you right back in.
It's weird.
And
I don't like it.
However, the nice thing was seeing the 5-2 win last night against the Angels because it's like you didn't blow them out,
No,
you didn't score
a
eight,
ton,
nine,
like a
10
crazy
runs,
amount.
and you finally like you're pitching again. Has
Yeah,
like I can't talk enough about the pitching. It's been
specifically the bullpen.
honestly even the starter. Like obviously, I'm saying starters in the sense that like yeah, Lauer hasn't been great. I don't love what he said.
Scherzer, yeah, we'll talk
Scherzer
about that.
hasn't been
Scherzer
great,
hasn't been good.
but and I'm going to throw this guy into this. Gosman and C-Sub obviously been unbelievable, like
Yeah,
fantastic. The other guy I've actually been really happy with is Patrick Corbin.
I mean, he's
He
had one mass start and one good start, so I
and
wouldn't say I'm impressed yet.
I'm only impressed simply because everyone was like, "Oh my god, Patrick Corbin's really going to start for us," and he's actually been our third best so
He's been
far.
better than what people would have expected. I know that.
Yeah. So
Better than what I would have expected. We'll see how tonight goes. He's
yeah, I
pitching
mean, yeah,
in a
tonight
few
against a
hours.
lineup where they got huge, like the Angels are a right-handed lineup basically with
Massive righty power.
Neto, Trout, Adele, Soler, and that's all you need to ruin your night.
Yeah, it really can. I mean, we saw Trout do it in New York and prove why
Yeah.
he will always be my goat.
Yeah, I think it's so unfortunate that Trout's gotten caught up in some injury trouble, and then
A lot.
I mean, and with injury trouble, right? It's not just oh he's coming back from injury, he might still be hurt. It's baseball is such a hard sport. If you're injured, you probably favor that injury a little bit coming back because you don't trust it.
Yep.
And as soon as you're favoring something, you're at an immediate disadvantage. You don't feel great. And
Yeah,
also, depending on the injury, you haven't swung in 6 months. So getting comfortable in your stance and your swing again, your mechanics, right? Like
it's weird.
that's all stuff you don't always think about. Like I don't even
No.
always think about
Yeah,
it when
no,
guys
it's
are coming
true.
back, right? So, and yeah, they always say, coming back from injury, don't have your expectations too high. But when it's a guy like Trout, you do. But
Yeah,
it
obviously.
is, I love how he's like screw the average. I'm just gonna hit absolute moonshots.
Yeah. I mean, I just love his swing.
Oh,
So short, so
it's so
compact.
short. And you know what's funny is they always teach you a level swing. He doesn't have a level
Not at
swing at
all.
all. Like he can't get to a high pitch to save his
He
life.
very much uppercuts that.
He
Yeah, yeah,
does.
he's a very much a low ball hitter.
Exactly. But that also just proves that if you can just be selective and hit the pitches that you kind of cheat for and you just let high strikes go,
Yeah.
then you can be successful still.
No, exactly. No, I love seeing that from him. One of my all-time favorite players, I would say,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
one of all-time the best. Also, one of the biggest hypotheticals of all time.
biggest hypotheticals, biggest he is going to go down as one of the best of all time. I don't care what anyone says. And I
Hmm.
think the other cool thing is we grew up with his career. Like he came into the
Yeah,
league around what like 2011, 2012. That was when we were
it's when you start to watch the
that's when we were
game,
like
you pay
8 years
attention.
old,
Yeah,
right? So since we were 8 years old, Mike Trout's been in the league.
yeah,
And
that's kind of
like it's like we grew up with Joey Bats with the Jays and Encarnacion. Then we got to Donaldson, and now we're through the Bichette era, which is crazy,
that is
and
crazy.
we're in the
We're in the
only
Vladdy
we're in
era.
the Vladdy era,
Yeah,
and it's like that whole entire time there's been Mike Trout.
yeah, he's been there, and he's been for the most part consistent when he's healthy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But yeah, he's a little bit concerning. I hope that end up going to see them when they come to Toronto.
yeah. I mean, if I want to look at
That's a
one
game
thing,
I'm in for.
Trout's career OPS is 976, and a career OPS plus 169.
Is that good?
I don't know. You tell me. And a
um,
career with how bad his average has been over the last couple of years. So the last couple of years with injury, he's hit 235 this year, 232 last year, 220, 263, which isn't bad, but it's low for him. And he still has a career average of 293.
impressive.
Insane.
Wow,
So that just shows how good he is. But we'll get if
that's a first ballot.
we will head back to the Milwaukee series because that was first. And
That
I think
was.
there were a few takeaways for sure. I think the first one, and I said before the road trip, go 5-4. It's still possible
Yeah,
if they sweep the Angels.
yeah.
And I said 1-2 against Milwaukee is likely going to happen. I didn't expect the one to be the Jacob Mizorowski start though.
That's just
It's,
kind of how the Jays work, though,
it
and
is,
it's
but he
weird
is
and annoying.
disgusting.
He is. Um, Yeah, I don't really know. It's one of those things that's just so frustrating to watch.
Yeah.
And obviously that we can just get into this now, to be honest, because that game, though, extra inning win, led to what I would still say is an ongoing discussion about who should be closing games for the Jays.
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be the first one to go out and say it. Like, even in our group chat, like some of us were going back and forth on.
Some of us, meaning me and you.
Well, and Will was in it too, but it
Yeah,
was like,
sort of.
you know, I was kind of vouching for Varlin, and Varlin should be closing, and that was all obviously right after the Hoffman outing against the Brewers. So
Yeah.
I was at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm seeing signs of last year. Switch it up before it gets worse. And Judah was on the side of like, you got to ride your guys, which I see both sides, but I was just so mad about it.
There's both sides to it. You can
And
argue both sides all day, which we did.
yeah, and it's so hard with Hoffman because so my argument was because Judah's one of his arguments was, it's his spot to lose, which yeah, I don't totally disagree. The way I looked at it was he's had 1 year as the Jays closer, and it really like wasn't that great. So it shouldn't be his spot to lose. So it's like, and I did also see one thing. Um, his playoff numbers were fantastic,
Yeah.
but actually very few of those outs were high leverage, which was the one thing that I
Yeah,
thought
he
about. And I'm
didn't
like, oh, because you made that point, and I was kind of like, that's true.
he
And then
did
I
get
heard that
some
like,
not high leverage outs, obviously. But when he was called on for the biggest of outs, I mean, as much as yeah, it sucked, but he still did kind of go 2 for 3 in those opportunities.
yeah,
Or
and
I guess, or I mean, I guess there was more than that. But like when you talk about just series clinching kind of
yeah,
opportunities, he went 2 for 3 in those.
yeah,
But he also did fail in the biggest one,
yeah, and
which
that
there's
was the first point I said is, well, it
yeah,
wasn't the first point, but I was like, you know, as good as he may have been in the playoffs, he wasn't his best when it mattered. Now, again, I will give Hoffman benefit of the doubt. It really wasn't a bad pitch. It was just a lucky swing from Rojas. I will throw that out there.
yeah,
But I think where I'm at is I'm not gonna judge him by the start to the year because we know baseball is a long season.
yep,
I'm worried. The thing that makes me the most worried is it feels a lot like last year, and it
a
feels
a
and
little bit,
I made a funny comment, and I was kind of giggling when I said it because I know it's stupid, but I just had to say it. I'm like, he's on pace for a 40% save
yeah. I
percentage,
was just like, dude, come on,
and I just said it because it's obviously it's early, and I know that's not going to stay. But it was just a joke because we were talking about blown saves at one point. But
yeah.
um,
I think the worst part about that was, I guess we're jumping series a little bit now, but the worst part was how firm I was in my stance, and then with how Saturday went, I was just like, dude, just kill me.
yeah,
Like, and I didn't even argue. We were talking in the group chat about it, not about the Hoffman necessarily as much, but I was just like, I can't do it with this baseball team in general anymore.
yeah. You know what's funny is I had a feeling inside. I'm like, I feel like he just didn't want to say something about Hoffman.
I didn't want to say anything about
um,
Hoffman. I was just not happy as a whole, even though those 4 runs couldn't have directly been more on Hoffman.
yeah, I
Um,
think the thing,
but then again, last night, good stuff,
yeah, and I think
right?
the thing for me as well with when it came back to Hoffman was and vouching for Varland was Hoffman couldn't get the save in the ninth, and Varland got it in the extra innings to hold
Yeah.
on and get the win. And then Hoffman blew up again on Saturday, and it's like it's it's so weird because his whiff rate and his K rate so far this year are off the charts, like stupid high.
Okay.
But it's when they make contact, they're making contact like as hard as you possibly can.
Weird.
And that's the thing that I feel like guys are just cheating to the spot and they're
Like
getting
just sitting
lucky.
on that one pitch, sort of.
Like that's my best guess because and don't get me wrong, it's still early, but I like using Savant because it at least ranks you in terms of other people. He is 96th percentile in chase percentage, 100% percentile in whiff percentage, and 99th percentile in K percentage.
Yeah.
Also, expected ERA, 85th percentile, expected batting average, 84th, fastball velo, 80th. However, his average exit velo, he's in the 24th percentile, but then his hard hit
Yeah.
rate, he's in the 84th. So it's like his numbers are all over the place, and there's a lot of red, which is a good sign.
In good areas too.
Exactly,
But
but it's like I there's something I don't know if it. You know what it kind of feels like, and I don't want to put him in this category.
no.
It kind of feels like Brendan Little.
Oh.
Like the stuff is there, and for some reason he just can't do it
Yeah,
right
but
now.
on a mini scale.
Yeah, like, and that's why I say I don't want to put him in the same category, but it's the most similar one in the
It's the
sense
most
that
similar in the sense that like
you have
it's
the
just
trust in the
there's
guy.
just something not fully clicking. That's what it
Yeah,
is, really.
and with Little, everyone thinks it's mental, and I'm kind of on the same page with that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case with Hoffman. He's 33 years old. He knows how to control that.
Yeah.
I I think if anything, it's mental in terms of his trust in himself with his pitches and being able to get his pitches to his spots and locate. It feels like
Yeah.
he's nipping a lot around the edges, and he's not hitting the edges. He's
Yeah.
missing.
No, that's true.
And then he faces Corbin Carroll, who just goes Yahtzee. And it's
Yeah.
like that's his issue is he walks. Okay, I need to get a pitch over. Looper, goodbye.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's kind of what it's felt like.
And that's kind of what that's definitely also what you're thinking as a batter. You walk up to the plate, yeah. He needs to get ahead of me here, or else he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah,
So if I see something like if he does do that and leaves something that I can hit, look for it,
yeah.
attack it.
Have you seen the movie The Final Season?
No.
So basically, it's just about this high school baseball team. Their high school's closing at the end of the year. They get all the way to the state championships, and they're facing this guy. Like average velo for them is probably like 80. They're facing this guy that's like number one touted prospect in high school.
Okay.
He's throwing like 95,
Yep.
and they can't touch him to save their life. And the one guy's going up to hit to lead off the inning, and the coach goes, "He's going to hang you one." And the guy's like, "What?" And the coach is like, "Just trust me." First pitch, hangs it, hits it out of the park. He comes off. He goes, "How'd you know?" He's like, "I scouted him." And obviously, it's a movie, but it's like that's what it feels like. The hitters are going up to the plate as
Yeah,
Hoffman
I guess so.
is like this guy can't find it. It's like he's going to hang you one because he's going to throw a get me over pitch. It might be a fastball at 94, could be a slider that's just right down the middle. He's going to
Yeah.
hang one, and he does it every time, and that's when he gets hurt.
Yeah. But that's just kind of the thing when MLB players guess and they guess right
They
in the
don't
right
miss.
location, yeah, they're not going to miss on that.
No,
So,
especially Corbin Carroll, who's just been disgusting the last year and
yeah.
a bit of baseball.
I mean, the D-backs offense as a whole is pretty nasty.
It feels like Andres Jimenez hits 1 through 9 in their lineup.
A little bit. Like
Like
they're a weird lineup though, right?
that, but that's what I mean. Andres
Yeah.
Jimenez, I'd never have confidence in him coming to the plate, but he's been really good.
Yeah.
It's like same
Um
with that the second half of that D backs lineup. Like it's not, it
yeah.
doesn't look that great on paper, but
Yeah.
they just grind up. It kind of feels like a Blue Jays lineup from last year, to be honest. You got your couple
To an
studs,
extent.
you got your few studs, and then your guys that, and it feels like someone else is stepping up every game. But talking on Jimenez, I thought he was doing the same thing as last year. Hot start, going to slow down. He's kept it up. Like
Yeah.
he's up to the sixth spot in the
Yeah.
lineup most
No,
nights now.
he's been great. And I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a hot take. I would say it's a hot take when you look at playing time, but I'll say he hasn't even been the best Jimenez.
Uh, I mean, I would still say he is, and that's not a diss at Eloy. It's more Jimenez has Andres has been doing it the whole
I
year so
mean,
far,
yeah, that's
and his
why it's kind of tough to say.
defense is also just nasty.
Yeah,
I love Eloy, and we were kind of having this conversation last night. It's just so hard to keep him because when Springer's back, he's a DH, and you're not going to put Eloy in for him. And
no,
Eloy can't play in the field to save his life, so it's like, what's the
not really.
value in him being on the team if Springer's
It
healthy?
yeah, it's tough, but the tough thing is that he's doing what a DH should do. He's getting on base a lot.
Yeah, and he's like even his outs, he's having good at bats. Like he doesn't
Yeah,
like he doesn't look like his rookie
prime.
self where he had all the power, but he
Yeah,
looks like a just a hitter
yeah.
right
The
now.
the other knock, I guess, on him and Springer's not much better, but he's also just not fast.
Not fast. He does have swing and miss. As much as he's been good, he still has the swing and miss.
Yeah,
It's like Okamoto. Like even when Okamoto really gets going, he's gonna swing and miss a
yeah,
lot.
he's
That's
gonna
just
strike out.
that's that Japanese swing. They seem to whiff a
I
lot.
mean, that's just some guys in general. Some guys, even if they're
That
hot,
too.
it's just gonna be there. It's just they find that connection a bit more often.
Yeah, it's like Okamoto. It feels like he barrels the ball or he doesn't touch it. That's what it
Yeah,
honestly feels like with him.
sometimes.
But the other guy that's it's so nice to have him back is Dalton Varsho.
Yeah.
He is all the way back, looks so much better at the plate. And the last time I looked, so Varsho throughout his career has been a fairly big difference between strikeouts and walks.
Okay.
So, for example, he usually sits around like 40 to 50 walks and 130 to 150 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Right now, this year, he's at 7 walks to 12 strikeouts. The last time I looked, he was at like 7 and 9.
Okay.
So he's having much better at bats. He's hitting the ball hard again. I mean, if Varsho can at least keep that up, once you get Barger back and Springer back and assume they can produce at a 110 weighted runs created plus
Decent,
level,
decent rate.
I mean, this lineup just got a little bit deeper because
A lot
even though
deeper.
Varsho was good last year and good in spring,
Yeah.
we all still know what he can do in the cold.
Yeah.
The
Exactly.
how he can just cool right down.
Yeah.
If he can be consistent, I mean, you've got Springer, sorry, Post Vertigo Lucas, Ernie, Springer, Vladdy, Okamoto, Kirk, Varsho. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't even named either of the Jimenez. Like,
Yeah. No, it's true though. The lineup when they're healthy, we all know they're good. When they're consistent, hopefully they can sort of find their groove more consistently for when these guys start coming back to the lineup, so that a just kind of makes it a bit easier for those guys to find their groove,
yeah,
and B
yeah,
takes the pressure off them to perform at such a high level when they come after coming back from injury.
yeah. And
Because
at
the last thing you want to feel coming back from that is as if you have to carry the team.
yeah, and at the end of the day, I'd rather be a fan of this team than be a Brewers fan watching that offense bunt. What was it? 3 times in a row
Oh,
they freaking
so
bunted, like
so gay.
so painful. And we got Rogers on the mound, who is probably one of the worst pitcher, probably the worst pitcher to be pitching at that time. The guy throws down by his ankles, and when he throws to first, he doesn't. Could you imagine how funny that'd be though? A PFP and he throws a submarine to
There's a
first,
submarine.
but
I mean, he's already down there if you just bury it.
that's what I mean. Um, but that was so frustrating to watch, and that
Yeah,
ended up cashing the winning run.
that
Um,
yeah, that's painful baseball to watch. I
yeah,
mean,
but again, it
would
goes
we
back to
would
the
we really
offense.
complain if we won that if it was our team winning that game?
No,
Maybe
obviously
not.
not.
Would we say it's a little soft? Probably
Yeah.
that too.
Well,
But
and the funny thing, you know how we scored our run that game?
was it a bunt?
A sack bunt by Heineman.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I'm saying this, but it's like that's how we scored
We
our
like
only
stuff
run.
when it goes our way.
Yeah. But I guess we can kind of move into the Diamondback series.
Yeah, this is where it kind of felt like just all hope was lost.
At the start, yeah. But the best news we've ever heard was we finally found out what was wrong with Nathan Lucas.
Yeah, he was very sick, which I don't know why that
It's
wasn't made public before, to be honest.
well because he didn't even know what was going on. He
Oh,
didn't.
did he not? Okay.
So yeah, he didn't actually get his official diagnosis until
Okay.
they were in Arizona. He saw the doctor there, and the guy's like, "Yeah, you have vertigo."
Weird. I don't even know what that is. I've never heard of it.
So vertigo is basically, from what I understand of it, it's this sickness
Weird.
or it's technically an illness, but it's you're kind of reading it. It's basically like you're lightheaded and dizzy to a very extreme, like when you stand up really quick and you get like lightheaded, dizzy, kind
Yeah.
of blurry vision.
Yeah.
It's that, but
Weird.
consistent.
Well,
So Lucas was
no wonder.
playing, yeah. Like imagine trying to hit major league pitching like that, and it kind of explains how he takes a close pitch and then he swings that one even further out because like he can't focus.
No.
And so just to prove that that was definitely the problem, since Lucas has been diagnosed and has been on meds and has
I mean, yeah,
said
he's
he's feeling better.
back to back 3 hit
Yeah,
games.
so let's just go through his game logs the last 3 games since he's gotten better. Just got to pull up his stats here. So Nathan Lucas game logs the last 3 games since or sorry, he got diagnosed before the Arizona series started. 1 for 1, 3 for 5, 3 for 5 with 2 doubles, and 1 for 2. And in that span, 5 RBIs, 0 strikeouts.
Crazy.
I'm like, there,
Maybe they
there's
put
times where
steroids
guys
in
are
that.
injured or sick, and you're like, you think it's a problem, like with the Eric Lauer thing. We
Yeah.
think it's because he was sick and then battling it
Yeah.
when he made that second start after. With Lucas, I think you can already say the vertigo is definitely what was making him struggle. I mean, the guy figures
Yeah.
it out and then goes goes six
I
for
mean,
eight.
the pace he's on isn't realistic,
Oh, not at all.
but
Yeah,
it makes for a great storyline, that's for
a
sure.
fantastic storyline. Like
But
I actually,
maybe they put steroids in that
yeah, like
medication.
it's funny. Everyone like it seemed like people wanted to kill John Schneider for leading him off, and now everyone is very much revoking that.
That's the thing, is that fans only ever like you when your decisions turn out to be right,
Yep. And to be
which is
fair,
dumb.
that was at the end of the Milwaukee series when he was still struggling like crazy.
Yeah,
So
it didn't seem smart at the time. I'm not gonna say it did.
not one bit.
No,
Um,
but
but now it
that
does.
that last game of the Arizona series, what a start! 7 straight hits,
And the first 8 batters that come to the plate score.
crazy.
Like,
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
and not against a guy throwing meatballs. Like
No,
Ryan
Ryan Nelson's
Nelson
not
sits
bad.
like 97.
Yeah,
Like, and they were just they saw
they
everything, they
needed
hit
that so
everything,
badly.
and
Yeah, I wonder if he was just tipping.
he must have been. And Okamoto had a great day. But the
Yeah,
one other guy I do want to touch on quick before we hop into the Angel series, because there's not a whole lot to talk about the Diamondback series unless you have something else.
not really.
But the Vladdy hate. Do not let Jays fans turn into Leaf fans.
No,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is hitting like
being great.
around 350, an on
Yeah,
base close to 500, an OPS over 900 after last night, I believe.
he hasn't even found his power stroke.
Hasn't even found his power stroke. Like, how can you complain about a guy? Like, would you rather Vladdy be hitting 150 with 4 home runs or
Yeah,
350
exactly.
with 2 home runs? 350 with 2 home runs because you can at least be confident that he's putting the ball in play.
Yeah,
Also, he was walking more than he was striking out. I think the strikeouts have crept up and it's close to even now. Might be a couple more
still.
strikeouts, but still, he's not chasing a ton. He's putting bat to ball. He's driving
Yep.
in runs. He's getting on base. As much as you want Vladdy driving in the runs, you also want a deep lineup. Like baseball is like one of the sports that one guy cannot win you a baseball game.
Yeah,
So
not
you
really.
can't expect Vladdy to be driving in every run. He's
Nope.
gonna get on base, and you have to expect the other
Yeah,
guys behind him to get him in.
yeah. If this is considered one of his slow starts, like I'm all for it, because yeah, like we were saying, he hasn't even started doing the thing where he just sprays piss missiles all over the park. He's still hitting the
Exactly.
ball somewhat hard, but not like to the prime Vladdy kind of thing where
Yeah,
it's
not
just
at all.
doubles off the wall, home runs on a line, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that home run last night was hammered.
Oh, it was demolished. Like Vladdy, like even when you look at his Savant page, there's like his squared up. He's 50%. Chase like 50th percentile. Chase percentage, he's only like 54th percentile. Sweet spot, launch angle sweet spot, 46th percentile. Like he's not even in the greatest of percentiles, and he's off. He's hitting 354 with a 442 on base, a 930 OPS.
Yeah,
And what do you want me to say?
yeah. I mean,
Like,
so he has 2 home runs. He'll be fine.
yeah, like he hasn't even fully found his stroke. And if you think he's getting lucky, expected batting average 97th percentile at 325. So he's not getting lucky.
No,
He's finding
I mean,
holes.
we all knew that. Most of his balls are hit somewhat hard on a line.
Yeah,
He's not like squeaking stuff through really,
no, yeah, like,
but
and people also have to understand, Vladdy's not getting fastballs right down the middle and just getting a little jam shot into right field for base hit. Those little jam shots or ground ball base hits are pitches right on the edges, right on the black.
yeah,
His timing's messed up and he's fighting it off, still hitting it fairly hard and getting a hit. You see what happens, like last night, you see what happens when he squares up a baseball.
yeah,
Like, he
yeah.
doesn't
Or
miss.
not even when he squares it up, when he elevates it.
Elevates it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but
And gets it
I
in
mean,
front.
it could take him once. He could hit 2 more bombs in this series, and then everyone's gonna be back in on it.
Well, yeah, like I mean, I heard Johnny said it on Game 14 is he can go like is the player who he can go into a crazy week, hit 5 home runs. If he was to do that this week, he's at 6 home runs on the year and probably at that point still batting around 340, 350.
Yep.
And now he's right up there for MVP talks already. Obviously, people aren't actually talking about it, but they do. They go, "Oh, Aaron Judge had a crate. Oh, he's going to win MVP again." It's like you can look at him and be like, "Vladdy's right up there," and he still is, in my opinion. Home runs, I'm sorry, they're not everything for MVPs. They're not.
No, and I mean, as much as it's maybe a bit different than what we thought when Vladdy was coming up, but they're not everything for him in his career either.
No, he's just a pure hitter.
We sort of seemed like he was just going to be a crazy home run hitter when he was coming up.
That's how they portrayed him, was that he
Yeah,
was this crazy
but
power guy.
maybe I don't know. I don't really know just because of how much younger I was, but maybe he just never really was.
I think
I don't actually know.
yeah, like I think the thing with him is he was always a pure hitter, but because he does, like he has so much power, but he doesn't chase the home runs. That's the thing, right? He takes his base hits and
Hmm.
doubles, and but the thing is, when he hits a home run, it is absolutely launched. So I think
Yeah,
that's what everyone always focused on,
yeah,
because like you very rarely, like 1 in 100 times, see Vladdy squeak out a home run. Like
yeah, exactly. And if it's barely going over the fence, it's probably because it's on a line,
yeah, that
right?
or like even his home run in Game 1 against the Yankees off heel, it was like that weird changeup. It didn't look like a great
Yeah,
swing. Didn't look like it was going out at all.
still went out by a decent
Still went
amount.
out by a decent amount. Or the
Yeah,
one we saw in Game 6 against Seattle, he was way out front on a Logan Gilbert slider, and it was a no doubter.
still, yeah,
It was a one-handed swing basically, and it was a no doubter. Right?
yeah,
Like the
exactly.
guy has insane raw power, and he's now finding it in this Angel series, which we'll hop right into.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot. I mean, they won last night, which is great.
Yeah,
But I guess we can preview this
kind of
next
talk
game
about
because it
tonight
doesn't
and
start for
tomorrow.
another hour and a half, which is the dumbest thing
So
ever. I
stupid.
hate West Coast trips.
So stupid. Well,
I watched 3 innings and I was tapped
oh yeah.
last night.
I woke up. I just woke up and I was like, "Oh my god, Hoffman got a save. Let's go."
Yeah, I actually did look at that too. I'm like,
That was the first thing I looked at was did the Jays win
not
and who
bad.
got the save. I'm like, and deep down, I'm like, I can't believe they actually put Hoffman into that game.
I did see him in the save and I was like, oh, all right,
Yeah,
sure.
I honestly looked at it. I'm like, I am so glad I wasn't awake to watch that
I
because
mean,
I would
based
have.
off the stat, it looked like it went pretty smooth.
Yeah, but he gave up one hit. How much you want to bet that was the first batter? and then
Yeah,
and then we would have been like, oh my god, not
yeah.
again.
No, if it was the first batter, I would have been like, dude,
Yeah, here
you
I
like
can
we're
pull it up
not
on
doing
mine.
this again, are we?
I can pull it up on mine actually because on the score you can pull up all the plays.
Oh, do you have the app?
I do have the app. So let's see plays. Go to the ninth.
Yep.
Yep, single the lead off the
Yeah.
inning.
See, I would have just lost my mind if I was
I would have
awake.
lost my mind as well. But I'm just gonna stand up for the people. I'm wearing my jersey backwards on purpose. Dylan's
Yeah,
Dylan sees
absolutely not efficient,
not
but
efficient at all,
but
and
strikes out everyone he
12
sees.
strikeouts, 2 earned, 2 walks, 5 innings, and that was simply because his pitch count was at 75 in like the third.
Yeah,
So
that's not ideal to be honest.
and he threw in what, like his fifth start of the year, he threw 110 pitches,
Yeah, I love it. I mean,
which is insane. And then the bullpen throws up zero,
zero,
zero, zero,
zero,
zero,
zero.
and one hit. Hoffman gave up the only hit of the bullpen.
You know
So
what? He had a scoreless
yeah,
inning.
in 4 innings of bullpen work, the Blue
Zeros
Jays
all around.
bullpen gave up no runs. Look at look at the Blue Jay bullpen
Ew.
pitchers' whips. 0.79 for Fisher, 0.89 for Varland, 0.79 for Rogers. Those would be insane ERAs. Those are their whips.
Varland doesn't have an ERA.
No, because
Varland hasn't.
Varland hasn't given up an earned run. He's given up 2 or 3 runs, but they're all unearned.
Varland hasn't heard of that stat.
He hasn't. What's earned run average?
What's an earned run?
I only know run scored.
Yeah.
But anyways, today's game: Patrick Corbin for the Jays, Jack Kohanowitz
I don't.
for the
I
Angels,
don't mind it for the Jays. Corbin's been good enough where I think they should be able to get a win out of it.
and the Jays are selective at the plate. They're getting that back. And Kahanowitz in 23 and a third innings has walked 15 batters. Now, he does throw hard. He's got like, I'm pretty sure he's a hard throwing like sinker baller. But I mean, I don't hate the Jays lineup against already right now. Lucas, he's been great. Clement, contact. Vladdy, pure hitter. Sanchez, he's definitely slowed down a bit,
Yeah,
but still trust
still
him.
good.
Eloy, don't love him 5 against righty, but he's been good. Varsho, Okamoto, Jimenez, and Valenzuela behind the dish tonight. For a lineup that's riddled with injuries, I'm not complaining at all, and I
No.
trust Patrick Corbin. So I honestly think the Jays will do it because, like I said earlier, I said on the road trip, go 5-4. It's a good road trip.
Yeah.
It is very Blue Jay esque to go 1-2, 1-2, and then sweep the final series and actually go 5-4
Just to kind of
after
pull you back in, right?
pull you right back in. And it's like you'll feel like, oh, like you feel like it's a terrible road trip, and then they do
Yeah.
that, and it's like, oh, that's I said that would be good, so I can't be mad about it.
Yeah, you're
Um,
right.
so and then tomorrow, Eric Lauer against
Soriano.
Jose Soriano. For those of you who are unaware, 5-0 in 5 starts, 32 and 2/3 innings. He struck out 39 batters, walked 12. He's got a .28 ERA. That's one earned run that he is allowed, and a .73 WHIP. That only earned run was a home run that Drake Baldwin hit. So all
It's
I'm
nasty
hearing
stuff.
is it was a left-handed hitter that hit a home run, so Don Varsho's hitting a home run.
Him or Sanchez.
That's all I heard. I thought Sanchez too on my way to work this morning.
Now you know what? Luke's is going for his first.
Oh, could you imagine?
That would just
Um,
be the greatest storyline
yeah,
ever.
but I think tonight
The Jays need to win one.
I'm gonna label it tonight. This is the first 2-4 podcast must win game tonight.
You think tonight's a must win?
I think tonight's a must win because you've won 2 in a row. You look better. You're facing,
I
truthfully, but like statistically speaking, the best pitcher in baseball tomorrow, as of right now,
yeah,
at this moment in time. So you need to take advantage today,
yeah.
get this win, and then tomorrow it goes to, okay, if we lose, you can put it on, it's Soriano, great pitching performance. If you win, fantastic. You lose today and you lose tomorrow, you get that feeling of it wasn't just Soriano. They
No,
also
it's just
lost
our
to Kahanowitz, so
team
you just feel like,
sucks,
yeah, you just feel like your team sucks. So
which would suck to feel.
I'm labeling tonight as a must win, and tomorrow, gut it out. It's a 3:07 start, which means it's going on the work monitor.
Hell yeah! It means I'm not working on Thursday or tomorrow.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's Wednesday
Yeah,
tomorrow. Attaboy.
means I'm not working tomorrow.
And then we can preview the upcoming series
Yeah, Guardian
back at
series.
home against the Cleveland Guardians.
Series, you kind of. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you could say this every series, but you kind of got to win it.
Yeah, I mean, you're back at home for the first time in a little bit. Uh,
Springer back.
Springer
Barger back.
should be back. Barger should be back.
Trey Savage should be back.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pull up Fangraphs here to see the pitching projections for the series. So
They may not have. Oh,
right
they do if
now,
you Savage.
so it's set up as Scherzer versus Gavin Williams on Friday,
Yeah,
Kevin Gausman versus Joey Cantillo
I will
on
be there.
Saturday, and Dylan Cease versus Slade Ciccone on Sunday.
Very favored pitching matchups.
Yeah, I mean, Gavin Williams definitely better than Scherzer.
Yeah, but then
But then
just
you
when you have
got
Gosman and Cease going,
Gosman and
man,
Cease. I mean,
it's
that's
a
a.
series you have to win.
I was just gonna say, like, that's like I'm labeling tonight as must win. I'm not labeling the
Okay,
series as must win,
yeah,
but I'm saying it without labeling it. It is a must win series.
yeah,
Like, you have your two dogs who are two of the top three pitchers in the American League right now.
yeah,
You have to win that series. There's no excuse to
yeah.
not
You
win that
you can't
series.
you can't be losing. I mean, I can't say you can't lose one of them because it's realistic. You lose. It's possible you lose one of the Gosman or Cease starts, but that means you kind of have to win the Scherzer, which doesn't seem as realistic.
No.
Either way, I think you got to win that series with the arms you have going.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, Trey Savage will be back.
Trey Savage
I
will be
can't
back.
wait for that.
I am
Is that
so
what
pumped
night was that supposed to be?
for Trey.
Was
I think Monday nights is projected to
I was
start.
gonna say a loony dog night would just go stupid.
Trey Savage is projected to start Monday against Ranger Suarez and the Boston Red Sox.
Ranger Suarez has not been good.
However,
Okay,
that's with Fangraphs putting him in Patrick Corbin's spot in the rotation.
he may not go there.
Exactly my point. So
ESPN doesn't have him
it
anywhere.
very likely is
You think
that he starts one of these games against Boston. Probably not the Monday. I think
Yeah, that's good.
if they're
Honestly,
planning
yeah.
on keeping Corbin in the rotation, they'll probably give him that
Which,
start
as
and
of
then
right,
give Trey Lauer or Scherzer.
as of right now, I would say Corbin should have it over Lauer and Scherzer.
Unless Corbin blows up tonight. But even then, if he blows up tonight and Lauer blows up tomorrow,
Well, then what do you
I
do?
would give it to Corbin because if they're at the point right now where
Yeah.
you would take Corbin over Lauer, if they both blow up, then you're at the same point.
Well, we can get into this, but considering the fact they already gave Lauer an opener,
That's yeah.
it already kind of means they're trending down on him.
Well, that and then the thing he came out and said,
Yeah, he said.
Schneider's very good with media, where he didn't seem bothered by it. He
Yeah,
just respectfully was like, "Yeah, I wish he would have came to me." I guarantee that leaves a sour taste in your teammates and your manager's mouth.
yeah. Speaking of sour, in a good way, I might bring this can home with me.
You better make sure. I will say the one thing about Bush Apple: if it comes back up the wrong way, it probably won't taste as good as it does going down.
No, probably not.
It's probably going to burn.
I don't think I'm gonna have that experience this summer. You think you will?
I don't know if I'll be able to stop drinking it.
Yeah, that's not
Nah,
gonna stop me from drinking
I'm
it.
just kidding. I'll drink it so much I won't be able to eat, so there'll be nothing to come
I'll
up.
drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Arrive alive.
Yeah,
Hey,
sure. I guess I can't really disagree with that.
but yeah, you got to take 2 of 3. It would be awesome, and I'm not asking for more out of Vladdy because you can't. But it would be awesome to see him.
Go
They
yard
come
at
back
home.
home and just see him hit 2 or 3 home runs in that
I
series
was gonna say
somehow.
just one would be cool.
One would
enough.
be cool, but if he just goes on
Preferably
a tear,
Saturday,
if
bro.
he goes on a tear of a series, and like if the Jays think about it, if they win tonight against the Angels, lose tomorrow. Hold on, let me pull this up so I can try and do some math in my head, which
Oh, this
probably
ought to be good.
yeah, probably won't end well. So the Jays are 9-13. If they win tonight, lose
Yep.
tomorrow, they're 10-14.
Yep.
If they were to somehow sweep that weekend series, they're 13-14.
Okay.
And even if they take 2 of 3, they're
Okay.
12-15
Okay.
or something like that.
It's not
Yeah.
great, but it's not the
It's
worst.
not great, but it's definitely not the worst.
No.
And again, as much as run differential doesn't matter, you can look at it as a scope of how they're trending.
Yeah.
And it has been trending up in a good direction
Yep.
despite being 4-6 in their last 10. So
No, exactly.
the losses are closer and the wins are a bit more words not coming to my head, but they're winning by a couple, at least a couple or a few runs.
Okay.
And they're keeping their losses close. So
yeah.
It's refreshing seeing the offense start to click and seeing certain guys start to click, like Lucas. I mean, Lucas, like we said, has been fantastic. And the big thing with the Jays last year was every game there was a different hero, right? Like
Yeah.
Jimenez
That
had
was
his
the thing.
Jimenez had his moments. Ernie had his moments. Everybody had their moment last year.
Yep.
And I can slowly see that coming back. Lucas, you're right, he had his weekend, right? Like Vladdy's doing Vladdy stuff.
Varsho's had his weekend.
Varsho's had his weekend. Jimenez has been fantastic. Valenzuela had his big home run.
Yeah.
Like you can see that trending back, and that's where obviously as low as the vibes were last week or the week before, I'm sure we said at some point it's not going to be like this all year. You know it's going to come back, but at the same time, when you're in that moment, it's hard to not be frustrated. But we knew it would come back. It's starting to come back. It's starting to feel good.
Yeah, and the
And
foreseeable schedule is very winnable, man. After these series, you go Minnesota 4, Tampa 3, Angels again, Tampa again,
Detroit,
and then it gets tough. And then you go Detroit, New York, Pittsburgh,
Miami,
Baltimore, Atlanta.
Baltimore, we can never play in Baltimore, so it doesn't matter how
Baltimore, Atlanta, Baltimore, Philly, New York, Boston, Chicago, Houston, Texas, New York, Seattle, San
Houston's
Fran,
been asked, so that's
San Diego.
Oh,
What a gauntlet,
No,
dude.
no. See, here's the thing: the New York Mets are one of the worst teams in baseball
Let's
right
not
now.
act like they're going to be by that time.
No, I was just gonna say, if that trend continues up until when they come to Toronto on June 29th, that just means we're getting swept, and Bo Bichette's gonna have a legacy series, so they need to pick it up.
I mean, I think Bo Bichette is going to regardless.
Yeah, but I'm just saying if they're playing like crap as a
Yeah,
team, that's gonna be when they figure it
I'm loving the
out.
schedule, dude.
Yeah, honestly,
You know
it
what?
doesn't feel like
They end the season not too difficult.
yeah, and they do kind of have that gauntlet with Detroit, New York, Pittsburgh, with the way the Pirates are playing right
I
now. Like,
love the
holy,
Pirates.
me too. Second favorite team for a reason. Um, but like, yeah, they kind of have that gauntlet. But apart from that, they don't have a stretch of the year of like 2 weeks where you're like, man, this is going to be a gritty, tough 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and it's
Well, they sort
refreshing.
of do.
Well, they do, but at the same time, I like
I would
Baltimore.
say more when they go Atlanta, Baltimore, Philly,
Well,
New York,
yeah,
Boston,
I mean,
Chicago.
and I guess and include that first Baltimore series because we
Yeah.
can never play well in Baltimore or
Baltimore,
again.
Atlanta, Baltimore,
That dude,
Philly,
that's
New
so
York,
weird. Go
Boston,
back up to the
Chicago.
Baltimore series. 4 game series, 4 different start times.
6:35,
6:35, 7:05, 4:05, 12:15.
Hell yeah.
That's got to be a little annoying as a player.
I mean, I feel like the 6:35, 7:05 is not
That's
bad.
not bad, but then you got
4:05 on Saturday. It kind of makes
well,
sense.
6:35 kind of sucks when it's a Thursday following a Wednesday afternoon.
I mean, I guess at least it's not far travel. But yeah, I know what you're
Miami to
saying.
Baltimore. Not
They're
close.
at home versus Miami.
Oh, my apologies. I sincerely apologize.
Yeah.
So yeah, the travel's not too bad, I guess.
No, it's not the worst. I'm just looking at these. 107 weekday will not be working. 140. Oh, that's a Sunday. Man, not many day games. Oh, wait, Wednesday, 110
Wednesday.
will not be working. Wednesday, 307, dome from home
Wednesday.
will not be working. And that's another
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh wait, that's tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah, Wednesday.
I will not be working.
Do you have anything else on the Jays right now?
No, I was gonna say we should move into some playoff hockey.
Yeah, definitely move into some playoff hockey
The
because
Pittsburgh Penguins are atrocious.
and I have it in my bracket because I knew it was gonna
You didn't know that
happen.
was gonna happen.
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling it up right now.
I know you had them in your bracket, but you can't expected them to have played this badly so far.
I didn't expect them to play this bad. I just expected Philly to play this good.
Any surprises you would say so far? Whether it's a specific game or how a series is going, I would more. The biggest
I'm
surprise would probably for me be.
For me, it's Ottawa and Carolina.
I was gonna say the 6-1 win over Dallas.
That's definitely up there
You
for
think
sure.
Ottawa's surprising?
And don't get me wrong, it can still happen. I have Carolina winning that series in 5 games because I didn't think it'd be that close.
Well,
Carolina's only outscored them 5-2 through 2 games.
I mean, yeah, but they're also up 2-0 in the series, so it's
No, that's why I
kind of.
said like they're on the pace, but Ottawa's played much better than I expected.
Oh, that's what you were getting at. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So these are my. I do a playoff hockey pool with. I used to do a haunted house with my dad and his buddies a few years ago, and we don't do the haunted house anymore, but we do a hockey pool every year.
gotcha.
So these are my picks. It's really just for bragging rights, but these are my picks in the pool: Buffalo in 6, Montreal in 7, Carolina in 5, Philly in 7, Colorado in 5, Minnesota in 7, Utah in 7, Anaheim in 7, Carolina and Minnesota to win their conferences, and Minnesota to win the Stanley Cup.
Weird. I
I felt
love.
like being fancy.
We got hit with the classic. I think it was Sunday. We got hit with the classic. I think if the Minnesota Wild can do this and this and this, I think they can win. And that's where I just was like, yeah, bro. I think if they score more goals than the other team, they're gonna win
Yeah,
games.
I know what he was trying to get at. I think he was trying to get at if they beat Dallas, they're going to be on
Yeah.
such a
Oh,
high
that's what it
that they'll be
was.
able to get through
It
Colorado.
was just the
But it
classic.
wasn't explained.
It was the classic Ian. I think this could happen.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
possibility.
The way I see it.
Yeah, the way hog. But
But like it is a fair point though. Like I did think about that. Like the winner of Dallas and Minnesota,
I'm
it's
not
going to be
gonna
such a tough.
publicly credit him.
It's it's well, I'm not crediting him per se because I thought the same thing.
Sure.
The winner of that series is going to be on such a high that it's not going to be an easy um,
Yeah,
series
I
for
know. I know what you're
Colorado.
saying.
Um, but that first, I will give it to Buffalo. They
Oh
have
yeah.
they have earned the right to no longer be called Scotia South.
No, Ian said that in the group chat. I'm like, as of right now, we're kind of KeyBank North.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that. Not even because they're so much louder. We can't even be
Yeah,
Keybank North.
but no, they've stripped the Scotia South
We're
title.
just Scotia dead.
Yeah,
That's what you can call
yeah.
Scotiabank
I
Arena.
mean,
Scotia dead.
dude, the guy at my work told one of the guys at my work told me today. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to Montreal Friday for the game." I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, it's my first NHL game." I'm like,
What? And how much did he spend on tickets?
600, but he said that he didn't get like
Oh my!
no, but he said they got decent seats.
I don't care. It's
I
$600.
know, but for
I
the
mean,
coolest atmosphere in hockey.
they're not. He said Montreal, not Buffalo. Let's go,
Hey,
Buffalo!
I said in the group chat I thought Buffalo was as cool.
Oh, 100%. Buffalo fans in both football and hockey, they know how to
Passion,
party and
man.
they know how to
That stuff in
show
the
their
street with
passion.
the boxing
Oh
dummy,
yeah, that was
that's
hilarious.
pure Buffalo.
Yeah, but like the Penguins and some other teams have their thing where right after opening puck drop, there's like an air horn. It's like beep beep
Oh
beep.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Let's go Pens.
yeah,
Nothing will add up to drum drum drum. Let's go Buffalo
yeah.
like that. And Josh Allen doing it tonight and then
And
chugging
then
a beer
slamming a
after.
beer. Yeah.
I mean, so sick. And I mean, Buffalo can like
If
very
my
easily go on
girlfriend
a.
texts me one more time during this podcast, oh my
It's called Do
goodness.
Not Disturb.
Yeah. Or it's called blocked.
Or turning your ringer off.
Anyways.
But dude, I was actually looking at Buffalo tickets because I had like I knew it was going to be that rowdy, and I'm like, if they are cheap, I'm going.
How was that looking for you?
They're not cheap. They're
Yeah.
very
I'm gonna
expensive.
look right now just for fun.
The cheapest I saw for game one was like $635.
Okay.
See what they are for tonight, actually, because that'll be a better.
Tonight, the game's already started.
Yeah, but you might still be able to see tickets because they're only a period
Only
in.
150 for the Raptors. I think people kind of
That's
think they're gonna
typical
lose.
Oh yeah, that's also typical Raptors pricing.
Well, for playoffs? That's kind of
Yeah,
cheap. That's
Yeah.
pretty cheap for playoffs,
Raptors
dude.
are always cheaper, I guess. Okay, so that's game three, but still, they don't have
Well,
this game up
that's
there.
TD. Let's.
Game five,
I mean, this isn't gonna be cheap.
cheapest ticket for game five in Buffalo,
40.
481, so
You
cheaper
know
than game
what?
one.
That's kind of
If
reasonable.
I was a Buffalo fan, I would pay that. Like if I was a Leaf fan and that was the tickets for a game five, I would do it. But
And you know what? Either way, unreal atmosphere for them.
unbelievable, and
I hope they win tonight.
it makes me very excited to get to see Montreal go home against Tampa, especially with the series at worst being 1-1. And as of right
Yeah,
now, tonight, they're
they're
tied
tied
1-1
1-1.
midway through the second period.
Anyone's game.
Anyone's game. Montreal's kind of outplaying them a little bit. Buffalo Boston tied at the end of one.
Yep.
The other series that.
Well, scoreless at the end of.
Oh, yeah.
But
What
still
did I say?
tied. You said tied.
Oh,
They are
okay.
tied. It just makes it seem like there's
I got you.
goals scored. But yeah.
The other series I think are going to be closer than some people think are the Colorado series and the Edmonton series. I mean, Colorado won 2-1 in game one. Both goaltenders were fantastic. And then Edmonton barely squeaked it out against Anaheim. They had to score at the 11 and a half mark of the third, and then the game winner came at 18:06 in the third.
I mean,
Anaheim's
all
good.
I
What
see your point, but
about
About the Anaheim Edmonton series, but McDavid also didn't even get a point that game. So it's kind
but
of
that's what
like
I mean. They're shutting him down.
it's that, but it's like, well, if they're winning games and McDavid didn't even do anything, we all know he's gonna get
Yeah,
going.
true.
We all know he's gonna get
Yeah,
going.
I will also
I see both
say
sides of that though.
before anyone
Okay.
lashes out at me for taking Anaheim in seven, I did take that not expecting Draisaitl to be playing in this series because of his injury. Because he was injured the last stretch of the
Didn't
season.
know he was hurt.
Yeah, so
I'm acting like it would have changed my pick.
yeah, and don't get me wrong, I still think Anaheim can win in seven, even with Draisaitl there, but I was much more confident in it
You think they could
before he
win a
came
game
back.
7 on the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just 'cause this is how I'm gonna pull an E in here. This is the way I look
Okay.
at it.
Yep. Love this.
Philly's the underdog against Pittsburgh. Rival series, and Philly took both games in Pittsburgh.
Crazy.
Montreal took game one in Tampa. Boston almost took game one from Buffalo. Utah was leading Vegas in their game for a little bit. Like, I do feel like the home ice advantage has kind of been limited the last few years.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, well, it's also tough because Buffalo's up 1-0, Carolina's up 2-0.
Yes,
So
but they're
yes
close.
and yeah, yes and no. It's I don't know. Maybe yeah, maybe it's just kind of how it's been going so far.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest
But
blowout, if
was
anything,
was a
was
road
Minnesota Dallas, and
was a
then
road
Dallas won
win.
game two. So
Yeah,
it's right back to even. So it doesn't matter. Like,
exactly.
at the end of the day, whether you, and this kind of goes against my point of, the series, it's, the home ice doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Like, all the series are close, and that's where the home team doesn't seem to have the advantage. However, on the other hand, like, the home team did win majority of the first games
I
of
mean,
each
that's kind of
series.
expected though.
Yeah, and
That's not a shouldn't be a surprise.
yeah, and don't get me wrong, like, sometimes home ice advantage isn't always good in the sense that you have so much energy and adrenaline from the crowd pumping that, like, you have a game plan to stick to. With all that going on, very easy to divert from the game plan, get, panic with the puck. Like, the biggest thing
Yeah,
in the playoffs for the NHL, everyone's playing so quick and getting in your face. Poise with the puck and holding the puck and not just sending it away is so much more important. Like,
yeah,
you won't see as often guys send it in deep, knowing they're probably not getting it back just because they didn't want to give it away. They'll try and make more plays to keep the play alive, and that's obviously where it gets risky. But that's playoff
yeah.
hockey.
And some guys are not only better at it, but they just kind of like playing the villain more. Some
hundred
guys like
percent,
going into other stadiums and winning. So,
like Florida to a
so
T.
yeah, some guys it just gets you going more,
100%.
right? As
Like,
much as you always want to win in front of your home fans, sometimes it's just more fun disappointing other fans.
yeah, like, honestly, that's what it's felt like with the Leafs. Like, they can never win that put away game at home. They
No,
could never ever do it. Even when they finally got through the first round against Tampa and did it against Ottawa, where did they win the series
yeah, they
clinching
won it
game? On
in
the road.
Ontario.
On the road. They have, the last time the Leafs have won a series clinching game at home, I don't think we were alive.
Yeah, they
It's at
beat
least,
Tampa and Tampa, right? Like,
and they beat Ottawa and Ottawa.
yeah, and that's the only 2 rounds they've won.
It, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of
Like,
funny.
I
No.
never really thought about that until I was saying it there. That's actually really bad. But proves my point that home ice advantage does not mean as much anymore.
You know what? Whatever way you get a spins on this, I'm here for it.
But I mean, that's really embarrassing. But
Yeah,
back onto the playoffs now. Like,
it's getting like
just
Mariners esque.
just such a great start to the playoffs. Like,
Yeah,
no
entertaining.
team at this point now today has looked outmatched in the playoffs. Obviously, you can say Dallas did, but then they won game two.
I would say if anything, Pittsburgh. Not even outmatched. I feel like they've just been playing horrible hockey.
Yeah, so
Not even that
I
Philly's
would,
dominating them.
Philly dominated game two, but I would say, like, Pittsburgh had three shots in the first. But I would say, if there's one series where one team is just getting dominated and kind of, pushed around, however you want to put it, it is Pittsburgh getting dominated by Philly
Yeah,
right now. Apart from that, I wouldn't. I would argue, to defend all these series, that all
any
these
team can win it.
any team can win. Even Ottawa down 2-0 right now.
They're going home.
Canadian Tire Center can get rocking. If I will say, if Ottawa was like Kingston area, like a 2:45 3 hour drive,
Could be worth.
I would be going, because
Yeah.
I don't know if you've looked at ticket prices
Oh
for
yeah, they
Ottawa.
aren't that expensive, are they?
They are dirt cheap. At least they were when I looked. So let's see what they are now. Ottawa Senators tickets for game three. Judah's going to
I
beat
win
me.
224.
Like, and look at those
That's cheap.
seats.
Those are
Look at
mint.
those seats.
That's center ice, man.
Yes, center ice.
Row
Row
M, I'll
M,
take that. Are you kidding?
you can in Ottawa, you can actually sit down low for 389. Like
You couldn't lick the concrete outside of Scotia for that much during playoffs.
Keith Pelly, yeah. To give you an idea, when Boston played the Rangers, or sorry, who was it? Or sorry, Toronto. Toronto played someone within the last like 3 weeks of the season at home,
Oh,
and the cheapest ticket it was standing room for like 210. Ottawa, game 3 of the playoffs, 224
what you
cheapest
would
ticket,
argue
and
is
you
a
can
must
sit
win
down
too.
low. You can sit down low for under 400. If again, I'll say it, if that was the Leafs and I'm a Leafs fan, I'm going.
Yeah,
If it has to go on the credit card and not get paid for a month, I'm still going
still going.
because
Credit cards are free money, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I guess you can't really say that after booking a vacation on it,
Yeah, because turns out they do make you pay it eventually.
huh? Huh. Funny how that stuff works.
Yeah.
I've never paid back a credit card. I guess that's why I get phone calls every day.
Yeah. Guess it's not spam, is it? Um,
No.
but I don't know. It's a great time for sports right now. The Jays are
Yeah, it's
starting to
good
turn it
sports time.
around. Playoff hockey's in full
The
swing.
Raptors
Um,
stink.
also, side note, did not know James Harden was on the Cavs.
Yeah, no, I did not either.
Did not know, but
No.
um,
Um,
it's honestly, and at first I was like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Now I'm not in that boat. It's like it feels right saying it. I'm honestly not upset that I'm not watching playoff hockey for the Leafs right now.
no.
It's just it's the same story every
It's a bit
year.
more relieving
You know how
in a
it
sense.
felt like those 9 years. We would talk about how regular season it was so almost boring to watch because you knew they were good, be good and get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
The playoffs turned into the same thing where it wasn't even fun to watch the first 4 or 5
You knew
games
what
of the
was going to
series
happen.
because you knew it was going to game 6 or game 7, and you knew what was going to
Yeah,
happen. But you still had to hope that they would finally, squeeze one out. But
exactly.
it was the same thing over and over again. It's like now that there's a year off, there's nothing to stress about, nothing to watch, nothing to
Yeah.
be upset about, a refresh going into next year, and a new like it's going to be a completely different team than what we've seen. So it's kind of a nice refresher. There's
Yeah.
you can't slander Austin Matthews for a playoff performance. You can't
That's a
do any
good
of that.
point.
And I think it's also good for guys like Morgan Riley. And I'm not the biggest Morgan Riley fan. However, I think this break could be good for him to figure out who he is as a player, who he wants to be, and what he can be next year. It could lead to a good year for Morgan Riley because when you play in the playoffs, you get significantly less rest, even if you only
Yeah.
play the one round.
Yeah, that's true.
And playoff
I mean, a
hockey,
week and a half
yeah,
series
but playoff hockey is
is
completely
rough.
different.
Yeah, I'm sure it's good for all the boys to just kind of rest their bodies, especially kind of the main guys: Matthews, Nylander, Marner, Tavares, all them. Oh wait, sorry, no, Marner's still in the playoffs.
What?
Um, no, that was intentional.
I know,
But
but
I'm
yeah, it's
curious to
really
see
there.
how he'll do in the playoffs. I
Yeah,
would love for him to just ball out.
I mean, John Tortorella's coaching there now, so if Mitch decides to be Mitch the bitch and shoot the puck over the glass,
That's a good
take
point.
a penalty,
Torts ain't gonna take it.
Torts ain't gonna take it.
Nope.
Torts is gonna
Torch ya.
tort law him. Tort law is the law of
All
something.
right, we're losing.
I learned it in school. Um, yeah, I honestly think that was a great move for Vegas, but now the only thing that does suck with the Leafs not being in the playoffs is now there's more time for all these Instagram pages to do, oh, my ideal offseason for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we
Oh
want to
yeah,
sign Scott Lawton, Darren Radish, Alex Tuck. It's like, you know what? The concept is fantastic and
great.
the lines look great for next year if that's
But
the case.
the level of realness is
But
just not there.
you are forgetting who runs the organization right. Well, sorry, the team right now. The
Yeah,
organization technically it's Rogers, but
yeah,
at the same time, people talk about Ed Rogers and how he only cares about the Blue Jays. It's a lot different. He's putting a lot more money into the
yeah,
Blue Jays. He can only put so much into the Leafs players because of the salary cap, right? So
yeah.
like I don't think he has as much say in the Leafs players' contracts in the sense of like, oh, I want you 5 million short of the salary cap. Like he's not saying that. Like they will go up to the
No,
salary cap. Whereas with the Jays, he's like, oh, like I don't know if I want to spend $500, 500 million on
here,
Kyle Tucker.
but instead he's going here, Ross. Just keep feeding guys more money.
Exactly,
I
because
like the
he,
money I'm seeing come back
if
in.
you're a business guy, you put your money where the
You
profit
gotta
is.
spend money to make money.
You got to spend money to make money, and you put your most investment where the most return is. And right now, that is the Toronto Blue Jays,
Yep.
not the Toronto Maple Leafs. No
No,
one wants to go watch a lottery pick team for $200
no, not really.
to give up a 3-0 lead to
You're just
Dallas.
lucky Toronto has a billion people, so unfortunately you can find
Corporate,
18,000 to fit in there.
not they were not fitting 18,000 in there at the end.
No, not at the end. I more just mean like how many the stadium can hold.
Yeah, yeah,
But
no,
yeah, I would say I'm pretty good. I don't really have
yeah.
much else.
There's not much more really to go over. Um,
Go,
obviously, right now, like
go
you
home,
know,
watch the Jays.
yeah, like obviously, right now the pods are repetitive in the sense that yeah, we're going over the Jays,
There's still
we're going over the same similar stuff. However, if there is anything that you 8 listeners want to hear, just just kidding. We appreciate every single listener, and actually,
all 8 of you.
has been better than that. But seriously, if there's anything any of you want to hear, like
Yeah,
content wise on the podcast, like
we.
DM us on
I guess we'll
Instagram.
do it.
DM us on Instagram. Give us ideas. Like we're open to ideas because
Or text us
obviously,
on Snapchat because we all know you have us on Snapchat.
but it's like seriously, like it
Well, I'll do whatever.
doesn't want to be boring and repetitive if that's how it comes across.
Yeah,
So
if we have to start breaking down Temptation Island, we will start breaking down Temptation
should
Island.
we break that down?
I mean, dude, it was such a good show. I
But
watched it all day at work today.
I started it with the girlfriend, and
Yeah.
we got through the first episode. Haven't gotten back to it
Of what
since, but
season?
the newest one,
2.
yeah. Got through the first episode, and
Have you watched season 1?
yeah,
All of it?
you get through the first episode. It's I love this man so much, and he's just the love of my life, and
Yeah.
I see a future with him. Welcome to Temptation Island, where you will be on separate parts of the island with a
Yeah.
bunch of the separate sex who are trying to tempt you
I
into leaving your relationship.
I'd
Like
need
it
a
doesn't
bag
make
to do
sense.
that show, man. I would
Yeah,
need a bag.
yeah. Also, just saw that he's snapping me right now because I was talking to him earlier. Shout out to our buddy Jackson Groves. Um, he's doing pretty well at school.
Oh,
He's got a future ahead of him.
does he?
I was talking to him today about. I'm not obviously going to say anything because it's all his personal information, but has a he has a good couple of years coming up, I think.
Okay.
So just want to shout out him because he's like the one guy that we've played with and actually like talk to and like hang out with when he comes back
Yeah.
home. That is actually like
Yeah.
maybe going somewhere. So a little
But if
quick
he ever
shout out
goes
to
to
him.
school, I will send him the video of him swinging through a high fastball with mine. Like this. Who do you want in this scenario? Do you want the pitcher or do you want the hitter?
I don't think the hitter.
Yeah, I would too. But
um,
yeah,
yeah, Temptation Island. If you haven't watched it,
it's great
also
stuff.
apart from Temptation Island, Love Island is also really good.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna have to start ranking dating shows.
Oh, we might have to. That might have to be a segment next
Because
week.
I mean, I know someone,
Oh,
and
Boston score.
I'm sure you do too, who can't wait for Love Island in the summer, the new season.
Are you just talking about our girlfriends?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like someone in the group channel. Like
no,
I don't know anyone else that's talked about it. But
no.
the only thing that
You know what
sucks
I
about
love?
Love Island is it's on Crave and not
My
Netflix.
favorite thing about all of this is that I know deep down Will loves watching those with Alyssa. And if you met Will, you would never guess that.
No, you wouldn't.
I
But
absolutely love it.
they are genuinely so
They're
entertaining.
entertaining,
Like
man.
because
Mainly just because people are
you
idiots.
get to watch how stupid people are,
Yeah, mainly the
and
dudes. Not gonna lie,
mainly the dudes. But in the odd season, there is those
the
that
females who
one female
do
that
some dumb
just like
stuff.
does the same stuff. But the funniest thing about like Love Island is they do all their challenges where like you have to do stuff with like the other
Yeah,
girls if you're a
exactly.
guy and stuff
Yeah,
while you're all in couples, and then they get mad at each other while they were all doing the same thing
Yeah.
to the same extent. It's so funny because it's so dumb
My
and just so
Yeah, one of my
entertaining.
favorites on Temptation Island is when they get to typically the first or second bonfire and they see their boyfriend or girlfriend doing something with a guy or a girl and they're like, this really hurts me. It's like, brother, you just spent the last 2 days doing the exact same thing, if not worse.
Yeah,
And you're complaining for what?
like truthfully, why are you on the show if you didn't want to deal with that?
Yeah,
Figure
I
it out
mean,
at home.
let's be real. Everyone knew exactly what they were signing up for.
Yeah, like the one couple. Actually, it's on the new season, so I'm not going to spoil that for you. But
How many episodes in are you?
only one. It's just like
Oh,
their. It's just like their story.
I'm like 5 or 6 in
So
without
it's
it.
just so dumb because the one couple they've been together for 5 years. The guy cheated after about 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah,
It's been 2 years since that, and
yeah,
now they're on the show.
yeah,
How have you not gone by that
yeah.
in 2 years?
How you not fix that? And even um, I feel like there's got to be better ways for you to fix that. Because if you're a guy trying to prove it for a girl, why are you still sending her around other dudes then?
Yeah.
I feel
Also,
like there's got to be better ways you can
like
prove that.
I will say, they seemed really happy together, so that made me even more confused.
What couple is this that we're talking about?
I
I
don't
would I
remember their
would I
names.
would know the names too if I saw them. But
Uh, the guy looks pretty young. That's all I can really remember. And
oh, Jack.
yes,
Oh, that I
yeah.
hate that guy. I hate his hair, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. His hair's bad.
Um, yeah, no, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking
His
about.
hair's
Yeah, they
bad,
just, I
but
don't know. It takes a special
I
type of
mean,
couple to go on this kind of show.
it does. So
It really does.
little side segment at the end
If
here
you
with the
made
dating
it to the
show.
108 mark, you're a lucky
You're
listener.
a lucky listener. But yeah, seriously, if you guys like want any topics of conversation added into the podcast, like
Yeah,
we are more than happy to do that because especially with one a week, like there,
filling
if you
time's
want
not
something you want
always
to
the
hear, something to
easiest.
look forward to
Yeah,
hearing us talk about, like we're all for it. We'll take your ideas, and if we think it's a little interesting, then we'll put a twist on it to make
I'm
it.
just I'm just not starting a not to take shots. I'm just not starting a book club.
I mean, hey, if you like books, start a book club.
Yeah, exactly.
I would never do a
I'm
book
not
club,
doing that.
but
No,
um,
the majority of reading I do is on reels.
yeah, or Keegan Matheson's book.
I haven't read that, but probably should.
I'm like 3/4 of the way through.
Anyways, that's all from me.
Yeah, that's all from
I'm
me.
good.
Make sure you follow the podcast so that you get notified when we drop a new episode. I think we've
Yeah.
been pretty darn well consistent. I
Yeah.
I think I'll give us props for that because we've been
Yeah.
busy. But
I don't know if we've said this, but audio will always be out Wednesday morning. Video will be out Thursday morning.
I don't think we actually said that. We've always just said Wednesday, so that
Yeah.
is a good thing to add because I know some people do actually ask me like, "Oh, why is the podcast not out?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's out, just not on YouTube
Yeah.
yet." So
So,
good piece of information there. Um, and yeah, like I said, make sure you follow
yeah.
on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, so that you don't
Instagram.
miss a new episode. And I mean, if you're on YouTube, make sure you like the podcast. Follow us on Instagram at 24podcast.
Yeah.
And that's all for me. So we will talk to you next week.